What is wrong, guys? Previously back a brand new video, and today we are here for the second episode of our F105 career mode, driving as Fernando Alonso in his Renault. Then round number 2 then comes from Malaysia after the opening round, of course, came from Australia. Let's take a look then how they line up. And on pole position then for the second race running is Rubens Barrichello in the Ferrari, then it's Giancarlo Fisichella in the Renault, followed by Raikkonen, Michael Schumacher, Villeneuve, Klein, Sarto, Montoya, Jensen Button is in 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Felipe Massa in the Sauber. Then it's Webber in the BMW Williams 11th, Coulthard is 12th, followed by Heidfeld, Trulli, Ralf Schumacher, Christian Albers, Patrick Freisacker is 17th, followed by Kartikeyan and Montero, and then look at that, starting in last position is Fernando Alonso. It's his second race in a row, but he'll be starting from the back of the grid after a spin in qualifying. So as we wait for the get onto the grid, then we're looking at some very nice grid kills. But anyway, here we are then on the grid. We have 3, 4, 5. It's lights out then, and Fernando Alonso is away, and he's off to a pretty decent start, already up into 19th place, past one of the Jordans, and we're hoping to get past the next Jordan and the two Minardis, and it looks like he seems to have done that going down into turn 1. He seems to be hovering around the kind of 16th, 17th kind of positions, and going down into this next corner then, very tricky corner, very wide corner, very easy to make contact on the opening lap. But it looks like Fernando Alonso's managed to keep his nose clean and is now up into 16th place. A very good start from 20th on the grid, of course. Go down to the next corner then, it looks like he's managed to get past one of the Toyotas of Ralf Schumacher, and also it looks like he's got past another car and is now up into 14th place, tucked up behind the Red Bull of David Coulthard, who's having a look then at the Williams, and he seems to have made that move stick. It looks like the Williams of Mark Webber, it seems to be from our TV screens, but and it looks like Fernando Alonso is trying to go around the outside then of the Williams, but he gets it all wrong and allows Ralf Schumacher to reclaim 14th position, although Fernando Alonso is never going to go down without a fight. He's weaving across the track, and he managed to gain that position on the Toyota and on the Williams then, who's struggling now. It's actually Nick Heidfeld, sorry, it wasn't Mark Webber, who was having a pretty poor start. But nonetheless then, Fernando Alonso's up into 13th place. Brilliant progress for the opening lap. On the back of David Coulthard, he's going to have a very easy move up the inside, and that's going to be probably one of the easiest positions he's going to gain all race. Now up into 12th then, not too far off the points. He's making good progress considering he started last. He's now got past the BAR Honda then, and it's up into 11th place then. Coming across the line then, and just coming around this long sweeping corner, he's managed to get past the Williams of Mark Webber, or has he? There's red and yellow flags out. You know what that means? Someone's crashed or someone has retired. Let's take a look at the replay then to find out who it was. It looks like then it's Mark Webber then in the BMW Williams. What's going to happen here then? Is he going to spin out? Is he going to have an engine fire? Let's keep on watching then. It looks like the engine then, Mark Webber's race has literally gone up in smoke. This has allowed Fernando
of course, and he's not going to be threatened by him anymore. He's got the Sauber. It looks like Felipe Massa ahead of him. This is definitely going to be a great race for Fernando Alonso, but look at that. He's hit the back of Felipe Massa, and that sent him into the gravel, and he's now lost a lot of time, and also has lost a place to Jensen Button. But it looks like he's going to brave it around the outside of Jensen Button in the BAR Honda, and is now then up into 10th place then, halfway to the win then for Fernando. You never know what could happen, and it looks like he's got past the Sauber Felipe Massa now as well, so he's now up into 9th place then. A really good start from Fernando Alonso despite that mistake. Seems to be on the back then of Juan Pablo Montoya then, who seems to be being held up then. There's someone at the front of this train then, causing quite a bit of a traffic jam, and Fernando Alonso is going to try and take advantage of this as the two cars in front of him are going pretty slowly as they've been held up by that furthest car, which I'm not quite sure who it is, but I'm sure we'll find out then if Fernando Alonso can try and get past all of these guys. But he's going to look down the inside of Montoya here, is he? No, he's just going to think about it. He's just going to wait to set up the move then. It's a bit contact then with Montoya, and he just backs off a bit, just giving him the place back. He didn't want to get in the position for his force. He just wants to make as clean as overtake as possible. He doesn't want to be spending too much time in the steward's office at the end of the day, but getting a very close there to Montoya, who didn't really follow the same braking line as Fernando Alonso and nearly caught him off guard.
But nonetheless, Fernando Alonso then still with his car fully intact, as it has Montoya. And it looks like Alonso's going to be making a move then down into the final corner. He's in the slipstream. He's going to be pulling out the slipstream, making a move down the inside. And that is a very solid move then up into 8th place. And it soon becomes 7th as more cars are pitting. He's right on the back then of Christian Klein then in the Red Bull, doing another outstanding job in 6th place, ahead of his more experienced teammate David Coulthard. But that's a very easy move then for Fernando Alonso, demoting Klein into 7th place and promoting himself up into 6th place. And make that 5th though, because he made a banzai move. But actually no, he's just coming to the pit, so I guess it wasn't that epic. But still, he's managed to get past the BAR then. That's a really important move to get past Sato. But no, Sato has got him back, going into the pit lane. He's caught him sleeping, and that was a brilliant move from Sato. Very opportunistic to manage to get that extra place, and that could play dividends later on. So it looks like the mechanics have got to come out for everyone else apart from Fernando Alonso, but nonetheless, everyone seems to be getting surfaced somehow. Anyway, it looks like a pretty quick stop from the Renault boys, and they seem to have got ahead of the BAR and all the other cars. They don't seem to have lost many positions though. A really good pit stop from Renault, exactly what Fernando Alonso needed. He'll be continuing to push, and hopefully he'll be trying to get into the points then after a pretty good Australian Grand Prix. But look at this then, he spun again. Another mistake from the Spaniard. We're seeing a lot of them so far in this race, and he really needs to try and iron them out, because he just lost 3 positions there. Look, just getting on the curbs, on the inside, just touching the grass, just completely sent him off. And that's really going to dent his chances of scoring points this afternoon. But it looks like a few other people are pit then. He's now up into 9th place, and he's going to try and get the cutback move, and that works absolutely perfectly for Fernando Alonso then, managing to get into 8th place then, past Juan Pablo Montoya in the McLaren, a car that Fernando Alonso will be hoping to race up at the front. But it looks like that's not possible at the moment. But he's made contact then with a BAR of Jenson Button. There's yellow and red flags out, and he's been retired. And this terminal damage then for Fernando Alonso. What a way then to end the race for him. You can see there Kimi Raikkonen's won the race ahead of Jacques Villeneuve. Villeneuve then in 2nd place, doing an absolutely outstanding job, as is Sato in 3rd. Then it's Montoya, Button, Klein, Barrichello, the pole sitter, down in 7th. Massa, Heidfeld and Ralf Schumacher then in 10th place. What a shock result there, as just his race just completely ended then. Just put it down the inside of the BAR, and that's it for Alonso. You can see there, along with Webber, the 2 retirements. What a shock that was. We're still reeling after that. One of the title contenders is out then from the 2nd round. Alba's then 11th, brilliant result for him. Fisichella, Fernando Alonso's teammate, having a dismal race, down in 12th place, as was Michael Schumacher, 15th. So Schumacher hasn't scored a point, and neither has Fernando Alonso in this race either. So massive implications for the championship. You can see there Kimi Raikkonen on the perfect score of 20 points, followed by his teammate Juan Pablo Montoya is 11 points. So he's already got a 9-point buffer. Then it's Sato, Villeneuve, Fisichella ahead of his teammate Alonso. Then it's Button, Coulthard, Christian Klein is 9th, and Felipe Massa then rounds out the top 10. Barrichello been on pole for the opening 2 rounds, but only managed to score 2 points. He's down in 11th place, and it's Heidfeld, Webber, Schumacher. Alba's ahead of Trulli, great result for him. Freitag, Montero and Michael Schumacher next to Karajan in the standings. McLaren then managed to get a lot of race points then today. You can see there Renault not even there, because they didn't score any points from today. You can see in the constructor standings, McLaren have a sizable lead now over Renault and the BAR. We'll have to see if Renault can come back in Bahrain. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time then. Be sure to leave your thoughts on the race down in the comment section below, and be sure to like, share and subscribe for more F105 content. See you guys next time, and goodbye.